Slash marker read. Or read with 2 Ds because I typed it in wrong. Let's do some more reading. Lit fireplace is still lit. Quiet girl. Shrinks back into her bed. Your parents seems to frighten her. Boo. Eek. Shrinks back even further into the bed. Enough, you were planning to help characters, not scare them. It's just boasting them. Don't be afraid, I'm just a new janitor, and I look like this because I never ate my porridge as a child. Hence giggle. Ask about the undead. You heard any rumors about undead in the walls? No, there are no friends in the walls. Rolls around to look at the fireplace and backs at you. What the heck was that? Why did you look at the fireplace? Something in there? Shakes her head frantically. There's definitely something there. Definitely. Definitely. We should check it out. Looks at the fireplace. Papers on your head start to curl up from the heat. Sparks are flying dangerously close to you. You can't see anything beyond the bright flames. Keep looking. Make out anything through the bright flames, but you suddenly hear far-off voices. How did they get here? Something there. Hey, can you hear me? Sounds all you hear is the pop up and crackle of the unburnt wood in the fireplace. I don't know, but we need to get inside. Can I use my bucket? Woman? I need more water? It's empty. Okay, well, sorry. I'm gonna fill it up then. Run, homie, run. I'm gonna splash water on that kid. I'll do it again. May as well use it, because I mean, like, once you're out, you don't get to keep the food with you. Next case, or a book. It didn't say, like, right out, like, throw water at fire. That's my issue, but we'll try. There we go. Put 2 and 2 together and you'll have an unlit fireplace. Murky water flows straight into the middle of the fireplace. The flames spark and hiss, but don't go out. It's as though the fire is absorbing the water with no consequence. Is this a gas fireplace? A what? Something fishy about the fireplace? If you hint there's a spell on it, you can't put it out with water. Can I use? Anything you want, as long as it's not water. How about a fire extinguisher? Who? Never mind, I think there's one in the building. In my building, I should go back in reality and check. Oh. Yo, Vinny. Okay, hold on. Yes, hello. Do you have the wand yet? Only just started the book. Well, snap at to it. The client's been calling me and asking about it. Such a rust. There's a lot of money at stake, Walker. A lot. Alright, I'll try to speed things up. Something that should be heard. Better if I don't hurry. I need to be careful about what I do. You know what's even better? Being careful and hurry. How's that for a plan? Alright, I'll try to speed things up. Get going. Hands up. Knock on the door. Excuse me, are you home? Knock harder. Old man's not home. What, homie? Give you your wand and leave me alone. Etienne Quist? Oh yes, that's me. Mr. Quist, I'm calling from the Writers Police Department. Were you notified that you would be contacted for questioning? Questioning? As your neighbor? Old Henry? Can't reveal his name over the phone, but it's not anyone named Henry. It's a man who lived on the first floor of the building. What do I have to do with it? The Writers Police, for that matter. Didn't you know your neighbor was a writer? A what? So you never talked to him? No, at this time he was a writer. All this time he was a writer? He finished working off a sentence and became a free writer once again. 2 days ago he... I think it was more appropriate to discuss these details in person when you're available for a visit. I don't really have the time for that right now. How about noon tomorrow? What we're supposed to do then? Hands up. Piece of trash. Hey kids. Sorry to bother you? Again? Excuse me, I really need the key to the storage room. It's in silence. Kids, I can hear that you're in there. Stop coughing. Need the fire extinguisher, but it's locked inside the case. Grunting. Trying to help you too. Time is running out. We're going to burn alive. What are you shouting about? Oh, hello. I don't smell smoke. Where's the fire? It's in my apartment. The wiring? Just give me the key. Not the deal. Bring it back later. I'll think about it. Why do you have the key to this thinking community locker anyway? What's wrong with you? Whatever. There's no place to store a single fire extinguisher either. What the heck? You're gonna have your key back. Brought you your key back. Balance. You've been through this already as me, your neighbor, the writer. Footsteps. I hear you there. So hold on a minute. Do you think I spent all day waiting for you by the door? Do you know what happened to our neighbor downstairs? His door is sealed off. Neighbor downstairs? No, I have no idea what's going on with him. Imagine there was just another drunkard living there, and that was that. Let's see. How many people live around here anyway? I brought you your key. Did you put the fire out? Yes, it was much less threatening than that seemed. See? And you're making such a fuss. Sorry for frightening you. Give me the key and be on. I'm watching my grandchildren. No problem. Thanks once again. Give back the key. Turn the key to your neighbor. You want to say hi? No? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Through the fire extinguisher foam ran into the flames. How's that for you? That you enhance fireplace. The abandoned dormitory. Pick the lock. Inside the chest. That's not a problem. You can open the lock by the sound. You work the lock pick it into the hole, and the lock open with a click. With a click. Jewels. Group of students. Stand by the way out, which isn't blocked off by the stones. Hands and robes are dirty and dusty. It looks like they were trying to clear the way. What are you doing here? Girls turn sharply to face you. One of them whispers through her teeth. Is everything alright? Shut up, several girls whispering at once. Suddenly you hear a noise behind you. Turn around to see four dark silhouettes that are pushing unnaturally in the dark semi-darkness. Now we have to fight. Those the undead in the walls I heard about? Yep. I'm not gonna deal with them. Look at your ID badge curiously. What a combat-ready janitor we have. We can take care of ourselves. We're from Barbados. From where? Combat wizards. Oh, I've heard something about you. Let me try and deal with them first. Move aside, dark figures get closer, there's no retreating now. It was not a chance, if so. Really hoping for a kill, but I can do a stun. You missed? You just, we had to get them all in the same turn, huh? Alright, that's fine. Eat me an apple. And I'm gonna do this. You're gonna heal? Frick you. And I'll slash him. He ain't gonna die when it's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't want hit. Maybe you are like the reviver then? Y'all are gonna miss. Drain him. What the heck? Give me that. Then you're dead. Thinking undead. Gonna suck you. Look at you with interest. Not bad, but we would have been able to fight them ourselves. Are you alright? Totally fine, we're just going to catch our breath. Then head back upstairs. Don't hang around here, there might be more of those things. What happened here? Crazy girl brought us here to check out the abandoned classrooms, and then she locked us in. and these undead started coming out, but unless some people know better than they go around yelling and they didn't notice us. I think we need to have a serious talk with that girl upstairs. We do too. She crashed her knuckles. Is it the wand? The wand? Oh, of course something interesting happens while we're down here. But someone finally nabbed Cornelius' wand. Oh, yes, someone nabbed it. We've been here since the morning. There's no way we could have taken it. Makes sense. Is one less suspect for us. I guess so. I clicked on the wrong thing. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Let me just text Aaron real quick. What level are you? My mouse is dead. Put my mouse in. There we go. Okay, donkey. Can we craft anything? Like wire cutters, please? The bowl tray. Pliers? Yeah, sorry, pliers, not wire cutters. Do. Can I go outside? I can. Oh, it's you. Belongings wrapped in paper. You find a few useful items among them. Paper, trash, and rope. Literally nothing. Like usual. Ding the ding 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 dong ding. We will pick the lock. It doesn't have to be a simple one, and you quickly open it using the lockpick. Coins, empty bottle, and ring. I mean, I got a liquid of ink. Think he'll know? Ding the ding dong. Ding ding ding. I didn't talk to what's your face. Never. Here you go, drink up, kid. Nope. Can we go scold the child as well? Tell me what happened. They burst into tears. She wanted to feed my friends. Feed? Friends? Did I hear that right? She wanted to feed those other girls or those creatures? And them in an abandoned dormitory and they didn't do anything bad to me. I just wanted to help them. Thoughtfully help. Wait, no, hold on. These definitely aren't the characters we should be helping now. Did you see Cornelius' wand? Did you use Cornelius' wand that raised the dead? What wand were you talking about? Cornelius' wand. Girl looked at you with a confusion. Another bad student who doesn't even know anything about her own school. Never mind, you wave a hand at her and turn around. So I get our client looking. I think the girl will be fine. What's going to happen? What happened to the girls downstairs? They're alive and really angry. If I were you, I would hide. Doesn't answer. They wouldn't free my friends. Found out about the undead in the walls. Learn anything? Really do exist. The one girl made friends with them and tried to feed some other girls to them. What? That was my reaction too. What am I supposed to do about that? People might have been exposed to an ammonia gas. Just trails off deep in thought. Told the headmaster about the girl and the head undead. Sure, they'll be interested in to hear about that. Because we have one suspect now. No. Wrong room? This is where I want to be, but not my character. Have you seen anything suspicious? Yes, the janitor keeps poking his nose at things that aren't his business. Let me find our missing student instead. Second year, right? I've heard a little about him already. Do you know anything about his disappearance? I know that he's an idiot. What's his name? Mendius. Last name? Part of the Ziblik Guild? They don't have last names. What does he look like? An ordinary student. Got it. You might know more about him. Friends are always smoking in the bathroom. Try to ask them. Nothing to do that? Not my problem. My job was to keep on one of the types from walking into the school. No one else who might have seen him? I don't know. Maybe the movers outside. Oh, frick. They're dead. Research stories in school? Because the school was locked down until we locate the missing one. Oh, right. But he hasn't been here for days. The headmaster tested me to find the walk. Congratulations. Movers, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. You don't tell me I'm gonna beat you up again. Seen a kid around here? Kid? Name is Mendius. He ran away from school and might have taken something important with him. Mover calls loudly. Nope, I haven't seen him. Students hanging around here sometimes. He waves a hand. They go around the corner to smoke, but I haven't seen any today. Can I look in the boxes? Mover rubs his aching chest. Do whatever the heck you want, idiot. I looked at all the boxes already. I think. There's new boxes somewhere? I'll examine the boxes. No one here, just ordinary boxes. Hang on, look at that one down there. Tape on the one of the boxes come off. Seems to have been opened recently. Look questionably at the movers. The lanky one smirks at your hand and nods. Pull the junk in your way aside. Open the box with no tape. Don't give me away. A scrawny, scared-looking boy is sitting in the box with a frightened look in his eyes. Robes are covered with crumbs and sawdust. You're Mendius, I assume? Huh? How do you know my name? What are you doing in there? I'm hiding. See that why? Want to get out of the school? Give him a reproachful look. All we do here is waste time. Everyone else is doing real stuff, going to college or work or whatever. It's my luck that I was born with these powers. And he looks at his hands. Where's the wand? What's that got to do with me? Stop playing dumb. Why did you steal the wand? I didn't take anything. Opens his robe and starts showing you his pockets, revealing nothing but a half loaf of bread. Tell him the truth, he's just a student who wants to drop out of school. Alright, come out of there. Wait, why would I come out? I don't mind me go back. It's over the movers, they aren't paying attention to you, and it seems like they don't, they like, doesn't seem like they heard anything. You mean the boss and me, let them take me with them to school? Sure you thought this through? What do you think, what do you know about it anyway? You've been here for 2 years and you wanted that, all to be for nothing? 2 years, 3 years, what does it matter? Even 10 years here wouldn't get me anywhere. Do you at least have some kind of plan? Of course, I'm going to see my uncle who will help me find work. Should have no problem getting off my feet. And this is your choice. Since you don't have the wand, I couldn't care less about the other stuff. It's a mystery now. Definitely helped him, wouldn't you say? According to the plot, he ended up having a pretty good life outside of school. Alright. Kid's dead. About the zombies. Sucks to suck, right? Ding, ding, ding. Mikhail? Hey, how's it going? Have you found out anything? The missing student has been located. Where is it now? Ran away from school, but it didn't have the wand. I feel that. Did you find out anything else? Walk away. I'm gonna go find out about the teacher. Teach. Teachies. Well, first, do we have anything downstairs? The craft? I don't think so. Nope. Tools, corporate parts. Smelt. More liquids. Don't mind if I do. I will never use. Teach. Let's see, I think this is the room. Checks the papers he's holding one more time, then goes in the classroom. Why, hello. Why, hello, why, hello. Why, hello, why, hello.
The fart walker, thief of farts.
Dude, is so true. I'm almost at a slash marker if you want to do some stuff. He's snarfing. Pardon me, are you here for the lecture too? Oh, it's you, you're the janitor, right? Have a seat if you like, we just started. I will sit at the desk and listen to the lecture, absolutely. Let's continue, where did we leave off? You said there's a huge potential inside of us and we need to realize that potential by becoming programmers, ellipses. Argued that there's no way for you to know what kind of potential is inside of us, right? And you said it's like the Cornelius paradox, it's not familiar with the concept. I'm not familiar with the concept. Cornelius' wand is the one that was stolen today, is charged with, hey, let me explain, I was the one talking to the teacher in the first place. Don't interrupt me. Please, I'm willing to listen to both of you, but since the young lady already started, let her continue. Wand is charged with a spell, but no one knows what it is. Maybe it heals every illness, or makes everyone immortal, or kills everyone and muttering the interrupting student. Wand is incredibly powerful, but also entirely useless at the same time, since no one dares try it out and see what magic is held inside of it. That's the Cornelius paradox. They may be relevant to our topic today too, but if I was in your position, I wouldn't be more optimistic. If one of you turns out to be charged with a spell that's not quite as useful as the other spells, many doors will still be open for the person in the outside world. Keep listening, I guess. Programming is a new language that we'll all be speaking soon, and those who don't know it will feel like outsiders in society. Nothing new for us. Someone in the middle of the room calls out. A few other students chime in, agreeing with them. I understand, but it's one thing to be an outsider and have the ability to rely on your magic. Another thing to find yourself in a world you don't understand at all and have to face it alone. To this end, he opens the folder in front of him. We're planning to start holding elective classes at your school that will help you transition into this world. However, if I understand the laws here correctly, this will need to be approved by both your current and former headmaster. And I wouldn't count on it happening if few students laugh. Unless headmaster doesn't really respect this technology of yours. I've met it with them, and the new city administration plans to reduce the power held by School of Magic headmasters, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Ellipses. Well, that's all I have for you right now. I'll see you soon in their first transitionary class. Sparse applause fills the classroom. The students start to disperse. Okay. Clicky clickies? Clicky clickies? Student, 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 student. Teach, student. Desk.
Nothing quite like doing side quests in a Helltide.
Oh, it feels good actually. How are you coming along with your renown?
I didn't really do anything. I was getting ready to play yesterday, but I had to fucking... This cat has been a giant pain in the ass. Liz opted to not get a cone from the place yesterday. But we really should have got a cone from the place yesterday.
Make your own.
To watch him to make sure he didn't lick his fucking stitches.
Let's get like a jar of mayonnaise and cut off one of the ends. Teacher thumbs through the folders of documents. You again, did you enjoy the lecture? Did you steal the wand? You, someone who hates wizards, showed up at the school and the wand went missing the very same day. Pretty sus. Hold on, just 1 second now. First things first, why should I have explained myself to the janitor anyways? Headmaster put me personally in charge of this search. That's so, and why do you think I hate wizards? You're not a wizard, everyone who's not a wizard hates wizards. For your information, my grandfather was a wizard, he studied here, and he was in the Imperial Guild. My family's magical heritage stopped there, and my father didn't inherit any abilities. And that's why you hate wizards and want to ruin their lives. Not at all, in fact, that's the reason why I decided to do something far more important, study programming. Sounds annoyed. I needed the key to the storage room. Odd that the janitor doesn't have his own keys. Reaches into the endlessly deep pockets of his jacket and searches around, and finally hands you a brass key. Here you go, they gave me it to me today. I will open the door with the key and go into the storage room locker and loot the writing desk. Thank you. And that's it. Okay. Can I put on the lighter for the candle? I don't know.
I was having a good time in the PvP area for a while.
Took me like an hour and a half to get 100,000.
Yeah, it's real quick if people don't fucking come and kill you when you're extracting with 7k.
That's why I put it on I'll pick off crossplay. Servers are pretty much dead every turn of crossplay. There's still a couple hundreds to come in there and just murk you in like half a second. Force it open.
Yeah, I got ganged by a squad of 3 100s. I don't understand.
That's why I took off crossplay. I got my mount. I was gonna do my my other accessories later at some point.
Like I freeze a dude, I blast him, and he's healing as I hit him. I don't understand.
I mean, there's not a chance. If they're like 5 levels higher than you, there's not a chance. And you know, being 40 levels higher than you is you're instant killed. So, Old Headmaster is digging through papers in his desk and doesn't pay any attention to you. Nonsense. Why would I do such a thing? You didn't want the wand to be sold, and so you decided that that was the best way to protect it. Besides, look out there. He points at the window. You see a densely populated city full of tall buildings that almost block out the sky. High up in the sky above you can just barely make out lines that look like symbols. Those are the signs? They're written there for us. He places a hand on his chest. Not for them, he indicates the city. Here's letters in the sky that shine for us. But now he clenches his fist. They're trying to bring us down to the level of ordinary humans, to their level. It doesn't matter if it's the wand or the books or even our darn quill pens. I didn't want to give them anything. Because we were made for great things. He pounds at his chest, and they are not. They were not. With our world, he pounds his fist against his desk. Turns away from you and continues digging through his papers on his desk. Any idea we can get some thinking brewskis at? Laughs into his beard. What are your nerves giving out? Don't tell him about the student. He definitely doesn't need to know you're giving teenager drinks. Yeah, you know, I just need a little something. I don't have anything in here, but I do have a secret stash for a rainy day. Old Headmaster opens his desk drawer and starts looking for something. Here you go, I'm not supposed to be drinking nowadays anyway. Yeah, thanks for the key. No one cellar in the school. The key opens the door to the basement. There's a lamp in the wall that you can pull to open my secret hiding place. What do you know about the undead in the walls? It's an old school legend. They're just made up. For made up creatures, there's been a lot of talk about them recently. You know, in certain times, rumors start flying. Pay them no mind. Walk away. Thank you, old man. I have a slash marker in like 12 minutes. So.
Okay.
Ding the ding dong, ding ding ding. Secretive teacher. Hunched man in the teacher's uniform stands motionless by the door, whispering something incomprehensible. Doctor was asking about you? Are you alright? Touch his shoulder? Just be careful. When he touches the man's shoulder, he pushes you away, quickly hides behind the door. How rude. The lock's closing on the other side. First one click, then a second, then a fourth, and then a fifth. Look at the floor. With each click, the emblems depicting candles on your side of the door turn. Okay, I gotta light all the candles. It's beautiful, you should take it. It might come in handy. Take the lighter. Okay. I can go light all the stinking candles. Know where 3 of them are. There's 4. Hello. Wizard glances up at you quickly. Are you a teacher here? Teach the first years the sign alphabet, and I conduct my own research in my free time. What's that you have there? Putting the strange device on his desk. Ordinary astral lineograph. We use them to decipher the signs. Are you trying to discover new signs since the old ones are being shattered? More like I'm trying to combine them. Combine them? You see, it seems the wizard had been wanting to share his discoveries with someone for a long time. Listen to him. Signs are on the barrier, and I insist it be called a barrier, not a wall, because the primary function of these structures is protecting the world inside from the destructive force outside. Destructive force? Some kind of creature or being is trying to break down the barrier of symbols, and supposedly to bring an end to all life inside. All 9 planets will perish, including our own. Okay. I believe that all the symbols on the barrier are a kind of message, and it may be an answer to how we can stop the destruction. The goal is to decipher this message and not just use the power letter by letter as we are used to doing. And you're the first one who realized that the letters on the wall, barrier, the letters on the barrier might form words. No, there was also Cornelius, but I think most wizards are too busy studying what the symbols can give us right now in the moment. Long-term effects and tasks have always just been passed off to the next generation. Did you say Cornelius? I just happened to be looking for Cornelius' wand. Have you heard about his disappearance? Cornelius was the last wizard I can remember who was interested in the meaning behind the symbols. I was never able to find his work, and his wand itself has no inherent value. It's a paradox. The Cornelius paradox. Nods respectfully, and what have you managed to find out? Firstly, that the radius of the barrier available to us is not all that big. We only see a small portion of the symbols. That alone blocks half our field of vision, and the symbols beyond negative 1 degree can be viewed without going blind. Possible that the creators of the barrier were expecting all 9 planets to work together to decipher the message. Despite all of these difficulties, I have been able to decipher 2 words. Wow. Property of. Is that all? Yes. Property of who? He shrugs. I'm gonna light your candle if you don't mind. Light with the letter. There you go. Impressive.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm like a dumbass because I was doing side quests yesterday, and there's a guy, a rando, that showed up like near me, and I got off my horse to cross one of those traversal things, and he jumped right over it with his horse,
Yeah, you
which I
can do
didn't know
that.
you
Yeah.
could do.
It's kind of buggy, but these are your peer-to-peer ID badge. No one called for the janitor. Students turn to you, then turn and look at you and start giggling. I will silence it down at the desk. Down at the nearest empty desk. Lecturer stares you in the eye, trying to figure out what you're up to. Keep your face blank. Then a few minutes under the teacher's stern eye, but eventually she looks away. A few minutes? Stood there for a few minutes staring at me? Okay, let's continue. Now time to check your homework, Mirosh. Yes, a thin boy stands up from his desk in the front row. What's the great wizards of the Bronze Era? Dori, Mori, Rebus, Nemes. And, Cetus, Metis, he barely holds back his laughter. Excellent. Fortunately, the popularity of those names passed along with the Bronze Era itself. What is meant by the Bronze Era? The period after the first times came to fruition. First through 7 generations of wizards. The period when wizards had immersive power but only knew a handful of spells that they deciphered from the wall. Very good, now sit down. Keep listening. The most significant events of those years, Rihanna? A shy, pudgy girl in the second row stands up. The creation of the Great Canal. She looks uncertainly at the teacher, who nods. The 40-kilometer wide river canal that separates the left and the right sides of New Riverland. Dori Mori created it with splitting magic, which sign is now shattered. And those words, everyone in the classroom, including the teacher, nod their head brief and respectfully. So down next we have the silver area on the Knights of Bright Lights lineage. That's when wizards attempted to seize power. First was Royal III, then there was the second attempt by Volux IV, who was successful and stayed in power for 3 years. The light-haired boy recites these words quickly, almost automatically. You can also tell us about the Golden Era, please. That was the period where relations between wizards and ordinary people started to be regulated, when magic clinics, baradias, combat magic institutes, and other magic institutions, including our school, were built. Good, I'm glad I didn't need to pull the answers out of you word by word this time. That's all for today. Is your all day? Okay, I'll be moving on. I lit the candle. I loot your room. Now, what's stealing from teachers? Well, now if the drawer's closed, there must be something useful in there. I will pick the lock. It doesn't work. I gotta make a crowbar. Okay, I'll make a crowbar eventually. Door is locked.
Door stuck.
Door stuck, door stuck. Door stuck, bro. Let me get the kid their alcohol. Door to the wine cellar. Trying to open them. Yeah, I needed my crowbar. Bottle of wine. Come in, kiddo. We're gonna go freaking nuts.
We're gonna go nuts in there.
Here is your wine. Here you go. Took you long enough. Are you going to take it, or am I leaving? Yeah, I'll take it. What was it you wanted, the painting? Gohan's ugly art anyway pulls the huge portrait out from under the bed. Take the painting. Thanks. Careful with the wine.
You have your HUD in the bottom left or the middle?
Middle. I'm a middle
I
boy.
tried to switch it.
Middle's default for PC. You can switch it, but I don't like bottom left. And stop dead in your tracks. Undead. Quiet, don't make any noise. They haven't noticed us yet. Call out to the undead. Hey, are you those undead Mikhail was talking about? Dark silhouettes raise their heads and turn to you. Why'd you do that? Now we can't run away. I wanna fight anyway. Let me, slash?
Didn't see a single
He's done.
elixir until I went to World Tier 3. I saw like the ones they give you for free. Now that I'm in World Tier 3, I've gotten about 100
They
elixirs.
drop a lot in, hell
I
types.
just keep popping them.
Should know they respawn. You missed, weeb. Coins in a ring? I came in here for just thinking loot for nothing? Maybe we can go craft a crowbar now. Let me go check. I can. Okay. Gnarled.
Snarf, snarf.
Dunka dunka, hunka dunka. Use crowbar to break the drawer. Insert the crowbar into the gap above the drawer and start pushing down. There's a creaking sound, but the drawer doesn't budge. Push harder. Crease and thin crack appears in it, and then part of the drawer flies off with a crash. Really smashed it up. Imagine what kind of treasure we'll find inside. Damp book and 10 papers. Some more alcohol. Thank you. Ding, 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 ding. I'll talk to him next time. Okay, quick game.